Hi everybody, it's R. Today I'm going to show you how to pick the best class for your D&D character. Trust me, there's a lot, I know. It looks intimidating. This is just me. Random dude. Okay, now we're going to start with my personal favorite, the Bard. This is my guitar, by the way. Say hi. If you're going to be a bard, you want a very charisma-based character. Meaning that generally bards are the flirt. But, I mean, you can have an intelligence-based bard and it still work, but you do need a high charisma stat no matter what. Bards are one of the funnest to play, and they're mainly a support character over anything else. They are, once again, extremely fun to play. You can pretty much do anything with a bard. They can fit into any sort of character mode or what have you. Like, you can play a bard that is like a wizard, and it still end up being cool. Or you can play a bard how normal people play bards. Like the utter flirt and seduce the dragon. It is what it is. Bards are a player favorite. Sorry, I was not ready for you guys to show up. Only to a certain. As it says in the player handbook, a bard is an aspiring musician whose power echoes the music of creation. Basically, with a bard, you can do anything as long as you're creating. So you can base a bard off of them painting or them writing. It doesn't have to be song or poetry, but it can. Sometimes that helps. Next up, we have the Rogue. The Rogue is another favorite of mine to play. This is Kay's outfit, by the way. Just returned that to her. Anyways, the Rogue is one of my favorites to play because, you know, sneaky. And obviously, look at me, I'm a rogue. As stated in the player's handbook, a rogue is a scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles and enemies. Basically, all you have to do is trick people and be a stealth-based character. That's your dexterity in D&D. I have played rogues. My boyfriend has played rogues. Rogues are There are better characters, but if you're wanting to be edgy, Rogue is the best. 10 out of 10. If you're wanting edge, go with a Rogue. Next, we have our fighter. This is a real sword, by the way. My baby. A fighter is like a really basic character, but, you know, they can still be fun. All characters can be fun if you play them. And I mean, it depends on how you play them. I have had fighters who are pompous rich boys, and I've had fighters who come from the depths of hell. It all depends on how you play your character. Fighters are quite basic, but, you know, they are extremely fun to play. I mean, they're not very hard. Not like the magic-based characters where it takes a lot of math and figuring to do. All of the ones that I've listed so far, except one, there's one more that I have yet to list, but all of the ones that the first 4. Those are like really easy to play, especially for especially for beginners, and they're like really fun if you know how to play them. And I mean, you can take anything to them. As stated in the player's handbook, which we will come back to with everyone. A fighter is a master of martial combat, skilled with a variety of weapons and armor. Meaning, you could pick up any weapon in an armory and be fine. You can pick up any armor and still be fine. Depends on how you want to play your fighter. Next, I chose a rock for this one because, yeah, is the barbarian. The barbarians are hit first, ask questions later. First D&D character I ever played was a barbarian. And, I mean, I played a very big, buff barbarian, but, like, with this small and quiet personality. And it was perfect. Everyone in my group loved it, especially me, being as that was my first character, and, like, it was not hard to play at all. It was quite fun, in fact. In the player's handbook, a barbarian is described as a fierce warrior of primitive background who can enter a battle rage. Meaning, if you're in battle and someone makes you mad, it's over for them. One time when I was playing a barbarian, I literally picked up, I had a weapon, alright, but I literally picked up one of my fellow players and I just kind of yeeted him at the monster. It worked out in the end. I mean, we won the battle. But, I mean, it is what it is. This is where my rocks go. Rock. You go in the rock spot. Alright. Now we're getting into the harder players. We're still going to go off of non-magic based characters a little bit more. There is another one, the Ranger. I picked my bracers for the Ranger because obviously Rangers generally use bows. Now, I'm saying this because I have never played a Ranger, but Rangers generally use bows. And bracers, you're gonna need them for when the bows hit your arm. Especially with, like, fighters, I like using details with their actual weapons, because if you understand the weapon, you can understand how the character uses them. That is a big thing for me, especially with, like, characters and things, because it makes more sense to how you would how the character would react to certain things. You have to think of how they grew up, who they were before you started the party. It just makes sense. Now, on to our more magical characters. Wait, I still need to describe the Ranger to you. Sorry. A Ranger is a warrior who uses martial prowess and nature magic to combat threats on the edges of civilization. Basically meaning they use whatever weapons they have and magic that is somewhat like a druid's magic. They use those two combined to be able to combat the threats where they're stationed. so they can take care of things. Like, if there's a forest fire, they have to put that out. If there's someone raping a maiden, they have to take care of that. Anything that happens out there is under the ranger's control. Therefore, the ranger has a lot of duty to perform. So, most rangers are a little less civilized than most. Say, a ranger and a fighter. A fighter will be more civilized than a ranger. A ranger will be more civilized than a barbarian. It's how it falls. The ranger is less civilized than the fighter because the ranger has lived on the outskirts of wherever for ages. And they just don't know how to human properly. Or whatever creature they are. Generally elves, but, you know. Which one should we do next, Kay?
Probably warlocks.
Warlocks?
Yeah.
Alright. Because we're getting into the magical stuff now. Bone for warlock, because warlocks typically summon the undead. This is a cow bone that I found in a spot. Yeah. Fun stuff. It is real. So, you know, I like to keep some creepy things around because why not? Warlocks. I haven't played a warlock. I am probably one of the less experienced people in D&D. But, you know, I find it fun. And it's something I'm very passionate about. Obviously, I made an entire world of it, and it's never been used. If you actually look, this world which is mine, is quite similar to this world, which is from my favorite video game, Skyrim. I have always kind of taken a liking to the medieval sort of vibe, and I love it. That's why I have a whole corner of my room dedicated to it. Okay, now, as stated in the book, the warlock is a wielder of magic that is derived from a bargain with an planar entity. Sorry, some things can get hard to pronounce in this book. Basically, what they're trying to say is you made a deal with something that's not from your plane of existence. So, like, your character could have made a deal with Shrek. And Shrek gave you powers. Like, that's how that works. But generally, they're fun. Like I said, all characters can be fun if you know how to play them. Now we're moving on to... We have... Who all left? Did we... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's odd to me. Next we have the monk. I picked some some hand wraps for, like, MMA fighting, because, honestly, when you think of a monk, that's what you think of. It's that sort of fighting style. And, yeah. I have some because I've taken a dabble into MMA. And, yeah. Anyways, MMA, well, like the monks. The monks are like normal monks that we have here in our world, except the D&D monks. Obviously, they can do a bit of magic. I mean, everybody at this point can. And I mean, that's cool. Everybody has their own, like, magical quirks and whatnot. And it's fun when you get to multi-class. I'm just over here explaining everything. A monk is a master of martial arts, harnessing the power of body in pursuit of physical and spiritual perfection. Just like the monks here. They are related to a cleric or a paladin. Now, which one did I say was the paladin? Because I remember wizard, sorcerer. Which one was this? That was sorcerer.
Okay.
Who was that? Cleric.
Yeah.
Okay. Cleric. That's who we're doing next because I am having trouble figuring out what little things I have left. This is like a little water bottle thing that I had that I just put some gems in. Because why not? It's cool. Don't ask how I acquired said bottle. Just know I did. It's not alcohol, I promise. Anyways, that is for the cleric. Clerics are generally healers. That's their position in the party because, like, everyone needs a healer. It's hard to find them. It's hard to find people who like playing clerics. Because that's what they do. They have to deal with everyone. Especially characters like me, who like to go off and touch everything. Okay, so, recent D&D thing that I did. I was a wild magic sorcerer. Okay, I was playing Orko from He-Man. So, I saw these little mushroom guys. Red caps, they were. I didn't realize what they were. Or at least, in character, I didn't. And I wanted to go over and touch them. That would have been a bad idea. My party repetitively said no. I would not listen. I died. This is why we need a cleric character. In the book, clerics are defined as a priestly champion who wields divine magic in service of a higher power. But we all know that the cleric is the one who's going to heal everyone. At least that or the wizard. But the wizard probably doesn't want to deal with you. So please, we need more clerics in the world. Next, we're going to the Sorcerer. I picked my tarot deck. Obviously, it's Dungeons and Dragons themed because it's me. Come on, guys. It's me. Obviously, we've already been over a sorcerer. A sorcerer does magic through their bloodline. And sometimes it can get a little wacky. I was just trying to help out. I was a wild magic sorcerer. This could have went really, really wrong. But my main spell was Chaos Bolt. For those of you who don't know what that is pretty much extra wild magic. On top of an already wild magic sorcerer. So, my Chaos Bolt turned into a poisonous nuke that almost killed everyone. I was this close to killing the entire party. One number, and everyone could have died. So, if you want to play that character, that's fun. Because rolling for that type of character is chef's kiss. I'm going to throw that down there. As defined in the book, a sorcerer is a spellcaster who draws on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline. Obviously, I was Orko, his uncle. This is canon. Orko from He-Man, his uncle was a very great wizard. Orko, however, was not. That's why I picked a wild magic sorcerer, because, you know, Orko could not do any magic right. And I mean, it always worked out in the end, so fun stuff. Next, we have a wizard. I went ahead and picked Edgar Allan Poe for the wizard, because most wizards enjoy reading, like, to a great extent. But that's because that's what wizards did. They read. They read and they read and they read, and they pretty much just locked themselves in a library for the rest of their lives. And then, you know, uh-oh, there's a quest? A dragon destroyed something? I want to go see this dragon! Thus began their quest. Now, we have two more. We have two left. What should we do? Druid or Paladin?
Druid.
Druid? Alright. Druid! I went ahead and got my foxtail for this.
Which, by the way, is a real one.
Yeah. Golden Isle fox. Poor Foxy. But, you know. It's soft.
Very soft. Let me feel it. I want to feel it. Very soft.
Yes. Poor baby died, though. And that is going to make every vegan mad.
Probably.
But it's here for explanation, and I bought it with that sword because, yeah, the fox was already gone. I mean, might as well give it something.
Yes.
The fox was already dead. You can't fix what's been done.
Sorry, vegans.
So, for a druid, I mean, I enjoy druids. I enjoy druids very much. They're good. I haven't played a druid yet, but I mean, after my next character, that's probably what I'm going to do, because my next character is a very off-brand character for me. Then I want to get back on brand. A druid is defined as a priest of the old faith, wielding powers of nature, moonlight and plant growth, fire and lightning, and adopting animal forms. Basically, you can turn into this fox as a druid. You can do nature magic. Druids are fun. I have known a few druids who play, and they are amazing people. People who main druids are amazing people. They are. They really, really are. Ah, my mask is itchy. Good thing we're on our last character.
And then it's just the dice.
Yes, just the dice. Just the aesthetic dice.
Yes.
Last but not least, we have our paladin. I picked the cross because that's what everyone thinks of. They think of the Crusaders when they think paladin. I mean,
it sounds like that as well.
Yeah, that's what it is, basically. For the paladin, it's marked down as a holy warrior bound to a sacred oath. So, basically the Crusaders. They fight in the name of their god. And what do we think of when we think of that? We think of Christianity. I only have this for cosplay reasons, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think you would actually wear it with this.
Yeah. Definitely not a Christian, and I keep it as far away from my bed as humanly possible.
Yeah. Sorry for the Christians out there.
Yeah, definitely not a Christian here. Fight me in the comments if you dare. But, you know, I do not care. I am who I am. If you hate me, you hate me. Just don't watch our channel.
Yeah, that's just how that works.
And I believe those are all of our classes.
Now it's just the dice. You gonna explain the dice?
Yeah, I don't have the D6. That's the only one I'm missing. These two are extra D20s because I DM sometimes. Obviously, I have World. I never get to use it, though.
Sadly.
Someone, please contact me on Discord. I need a D&D group. I swear. That is all I want, is a D&D group. Anyways, I have a D4. This dice right here. This would be hell to step on in the middle of the night.
Oh, no.
I might just lay it out for K.
Oh, no, what? No, don't do that.
Next, we have our classic D8. I mean, it's a D8. I don't know what to explain about it.
They're all just dice that you can't explain.
Yeah, this is our D100. I mean, it doesn't go all the way up to 100. It just counts by tens.
Yeah.
This one helps be the D100. I mean, they're the same amount. They're the same side of dice. They're D9s. And, I mean, they give you a D100 together. I don't have the D6. Sorry, guys. That's basically your regular playing die. It goes 1 through 6.
Yeah. D6 is just not there.
Yeah. This is a D12. It's kind of cool. It's interesting sometimes. And of course, the one that D&D is known for are D20s.
Yes.
Our D20s is what we're classically known for. Here's a better one that you can see. I mean, my blue, my red, and my green. RGB, just like my room. And, I mean, that's all we got for today. I mean, this has been our first long video.
Long?
That's an understatement.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I really, just in the comments, tell me your Discords. I will friend you if you want to start a D&D group with me. Please.
I mean, our Discords are also in the description of our channel.
Yeah, just hit me up. Leave your Discord, whatever you feel is easier. Please. I need a group. I am lonely. Anyways, I will catch you all on the flip side and see you in the next video.